104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
Who couldn't use some cash after the holidays?
That's for sure. And Game Show Network has a new show, guys. It's debuting tonight. It's hosted by, I almost want to say AC Slater.
I know, it's Mario Lopez.
I like Mario.
Mario Lopez. And we have some money here for you based on this game, which really it's questions and answers that have to match. You have to just, can you read my mind? Can you read my mind? Ryan's going to ask me a question. I'm going to answer it, but I have to remember not to say it out loud like rapid fire quiz. I have to hold the answer to myself.
Yes.
And then see if the people on the phones match me to that. If you do, you win $104. And then if you have like the people's choice answer on blank slate, then you double your mind to $208.
Are you going to write doan your answer here?
Yes,
Yep,
I'm going to write it down.
And the show, they have like comedians on the show, so they give out. You think it could be just the normal answer, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Right.
Okay.
It's called Blank Slate. It's on tonight, Game Show Network,
on
5
tonight
p.m.
at
our
5.
time,
Yep.
6 p.m. Eastern time. And, okay, so here's how we go. We have the phone lines full. So, and the reason they're full is because if the first person doesn't match me, then we go to the next one, the next one, the next one, until we find the match in my head. I
Remember,
cannot
Roula,
tell you what my answer is.
Say no, that's not right. Don't say no. I said this.
No clues.
I know.
Like
I
rapid
keep
fire.
wanting to be like rapid fire quiz. All right. You first you ask me the question, Ryan Chase. I will write down the answer, then we're going to go to the lines. Here we go. The
All right,
question
you ready?
is, yes.
The question is, when Stephanie tried to dance with a blank at the insect hoedown, she couldn't keep up with all its legs. Once again, here you go. When Stephanie tried to dance with a blank at the insect hoedown, she couldn't keep up with all of its legs.
Okay. I got it. I wrote it down.
See, yep,
Eric can see it. Eric can see what I wrote down.
All right.
Let's start with the first line. The first caller is Iris. Hi, Iris. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Hey, Iris, are you ready for the question?
Yes.
All right, here it is. When Stephanie tried to dance with a blank at the insect hoedown, she couldn't keep up with all of its legs.
What do you think I said?
Horse?
No. Not the insect
Nope.
hoedown.
Nope. Nope.
No,
I'm
Iris, sorry. Try again. Tomorrow we do it. We're going to do this every single day, so you have another chance tomorrow.
Different
Thank you
time.
so much. Different time. Jacqueline is up next. Hi, Jacqueline. You heard the question. Are you ready for to give us your answer, see if it matches mine?
Yes.
Okay, let's repeat the question
All right,
one more
Jacqueline,
time.
here we go. When Stephanie tried to dance with a blank at the insect hoedown, she couldn't keep up with all of its legs.
Answer?
Spider.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. That is not what I wrote down.
No.
What she wrote down.
It is
I'm
not what I wrote
sorry.
down.
That was a good one.
Jacqueline, thanks for trying. We are going to go to the next.
I'm
Jeremy,
gonna go with Roula. If Roula would go with a joke, or would she go with something
what's your
serious?
answer to that question about Stephanie trying to dance at a insect hoedown? Can't keep up with all its legs. What's your answer, Jeremy?
Hey, good morning. I said spider as well.
Oh, no. Wrong.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Nope.
That's not what I wrote down, and Eric can see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did not write that down.
Just keep going down the phone line.
All right, Michelle is up next. Jeremy, thank you so much for trying. Hi, Michelle. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right,
For those
so
just tuning in, it's a new show called Blank Slate on Game Show Network, starting tonight, hosted by Mario Lopez. We have $104 up for grabs. Ryan asked me a question. I wrote down the answer. If you match it, you win $104.
here it is one more time. When Stephanie tried to dance with a blank at the insect hoedown, she couldn't keep up with all of its legs.
All right, Roula, it's you and me, girl. It's centipede.
A centipede! You won $104.
Yeah. I knew it would be roaches with her. She'll never say roach.
No.
No.
I won't say devil bug. I won't say
Nice.
devil bug.
No.
Okay, there's a way you can double your money, though, Michelle. You've won $104, and there's a way you can double your money on this game.
So
on
we want to
Blank
find out
Slate.
what the top people answer at home was. Okay,
Yes.
what was the top answer for the people at home when Stephanie tried to dance with a blank at the insect
'Cause
hoedown?
my answer was centipede, but what do you think the people at home answer was, Michelle?
Good number one.
Okay, I'm going with spider.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You just doubled your money.
$208.
Wow, smart.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, and it proves true
right.
because the two callers before you both said spider.
That's a good way to keep listening then to see what people say.
Yeah.
if
And
they're
that's the
wrong.
common
Don't
answer.
repeat that answer. if it was
Because
wrong.
sometimes the common answer, because what if the common answer was my answer? Then that's another twist
that's
to
true.
it.
Yeah, good point.
Because I could have thought spider, but when it was like the legs, I just thought more than 8. Mm-hmm. That's the
Now,
first
Sam,
thing
what
came
did
in
you
my
think
head.
it was?
No.
Go ahead, say
Go
it.
ahead. Come
Nope.
on.
Try it.
Can't.
Come on.
You can do it.
No, it's
Try it. Go on, say it.
Hey, it couldn't be as bad as horse.
What did you say?
tarantula.
Tarantula. Not a tarantula.
Tarantula.
A tarantula.
Not a tarantula.
Spider.
Tarantula.
It is a type of spider.
It is a type of spider. Michelle, hang on the line. Congratulations. You are our first winner.
Damn, you won both.
$208.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Wow.
You're
Well done.
welcome.
Thank you.
Now, judges, would we have accepted tarantula?
No, it has to
It's
be.
a spider.
But you have to say spider.
It's just like rapid fire quiz, whoever's written down.
Oh, yeah.
Right? If the top answer here said
Tarantula.
spider, it said spider. So don't forget to watch Blank Slate weeknights on 6 p.m. 5 Central on Game Show Network, hosted by Mario Lopez. It's called Blank Slate. We have $104 can turn to $208 depending on the question, how you match it up. We'll do it again tomorrow. What time are we doing it
6:40.
tomorrow? 6:40 in the morning.
the
We'll do
early
it tomorrow.
birds.
Early birds.
Get up
Michelle
early.
is the first winner of this game, and she knocked it out of the park. Centipede and spider.
And I figured
Well
that
done.
those are the top two.
I don't even know how many. I don't even know the difference between centipede and millipede, and how many. They both have the same amount of
Centipede
legs.
is
but
100 legs. Millipede's supposed to be 1,000.
1,000. Oh, correct.
They don't
Cent and
really
mill.
have 1,000 legs, and they don't really have 100 legs.
Thank you for that.
call
I was
it that.
picturing it.
But I do have the video
It's only
games. Do you
counting.
remember? Do you remember the classic video game
Oh, yeah, Centipede.
And then
Correct.
Millipede was
Is that with the roller
sequel.
ball? The
Yeah, you
roller-
had the roller
Yeah.
ball.
But I forgot what the premise was.
I'll tell you what, guys. If anyone ever wants to play Ryan in Top, was it Top? What was that golf game we
Top
played?
Golf.
No, Golden Tee.
Golden
Oh,
Tee.
Golden Tee. I was like,
I have
Top
a
Golf is
Golden
actual
Tee
Back
thing.
in
machine at
2000,
home.
Ryan and I go to this bar in Dallas, and he was a ringer, man. You could tell he spent a lot of time there.
I had just gotten fired from my job and had nothing else in my life.
Just a crying baby at home, be like, I gotta get out.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's he so good at this game?
Golden Tee. That's still around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, for
I don't
sure.
know what it is.
That,
I'm
that
gonna
has
have
a
to
roller
it.
ball.
You never played
also?
Golden Tee, Sam?
Yeah, they do
never.
it online now. There's tournaments, all sorts of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan's gonna go pro.
I couldn't do it in real golf,
yeah,
that's for
no,
sure.
Ryan, you can buy one and put it in your arcade game.
No,
for
I have one.
He has it.
I have it.
Oh,
I have it
for
already.
the low price of $6,599.
I didn't spend that much money.
He's got two of them.
I don't have that one.
I wish.
I don't have no $6,000
All right,
one.
coming up next, we
tell you
want
that.
to
Thanks,
take your
Daddy.
phone calls. Coming up next on our hotline here, 713-390-KRBE is our phone number to reach out to us. That is your direct connection to the Roula and Ryan Show studio to answer the question, how did you catch your cheater? Meaning, we do Roula and Ryan's Roses. We help out a lot of people when they have that bad feeling and we figure it out. But you didn't need roses because unfortunately you figured it out on your own or you found it out on your own. And it really is like a learning lesson. It is a teaching tool on the show to learn other ways that people can find out if their mates are messing around based on how you found out your mate was cheating.
Last Tuesday, Roula, you weren't here. We had a lady call in the listener line. Remember, Ryan? And she thought her man was cheating. She took his phone,
Oh, God.
found that
was
text
so
message
interesting.
with the person she thought he was cheating with.
Yeah.
Changed the phone numbers to her number. She had a Google number.
Okay.
So
So-
then she was texting with him. He thought he was texting with that girl.
He thought he was texting his mistress, and he was
Oh,
actually texting his
man.
woman.
And they're in the same room. If we don't get any calls, we'll find out and play it for you
Yes.
guys.
Yeah, it
Oh
was so
my
good.
God. I want to know more about that. Like, how long just let that go on for before she
It was
busted
awkward.
in?
It's pretty
It
funny.
was.
713-390-KRBE. If unfortunately you did find out you were being cheated on, how'd you catch your cheater? Tell us next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
Did them on your own. So pick up your phone. How'd you catch a cheater on the Roula and Ryan Show?
Oh, boy.
KRBE.
Yep, we want to hear from
Things
you.
we've learned on this show because of your phone calls. Your sadness, unfortunately, has helped open the eyes of other people to find out the person they're with is being unfaithful. 713-390-KRBE. You tell us how you caught your cheater.
Maybe you're listening and you hear something, and you're like, hey, that seems to be going on in my relationship right now.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and catch them as well.
exactly.
Sleuthiness.
Annie is up first.
Sleuthiness.
That is a word that we created, and we're going to call it a real word.
Yep.
Word, sleuthiness. Hi, Annie. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hi, good morning.
Good
morning.
It's a little difficult to hear you only because I feel like you might be on a Bluetooth or your speaker. I
you
really
on
want to
Bluetooth?
hear your story, but it's going to be very difficult to follow you, that wind. Is
you-
your air conditioning vent?
Is it better?
And you're like,
Yeah, you got to take yourself off the speakerphone.
I heard Ryan's sexy voice on there.
Okay. Better?
Yeah.
Much. Okay, now we can hear you.
That's a difference. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Annie,
I
let's
also
hear
have
your...
a cold, so it's like it looks a little hard
That's okay.
to hear.
That's okay. We don't know how you originally sound, so
Sound fine to us.
it's you.
Tell us your story, Annie. How'd you catch a cheater?
So I got engaged back in May, and I had gone out of town. He went and surprised me. He was like, "Oh, I've never been out of state before," and I was like, "Okay, that's weird, but okay, whatever." And then he was like, "Oh, like let's go to the beach," and I was like, "Okay." And we go to the beach, and he proposes, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm so happy." And then I come back, and then I travel a lot for work because I'm a Pilates instructor. And I go out of town back in July, and some girl, I guess, goes over to the house. And a few weeks ago, I get a call from this girl from Facebook telling me that she's been at my house, that she's been sleeping with him, and that she's due in April.
She's pregnant.
What?
From your fiance impregnated another woman.
Yes.
And you just found out a couple weeks
A
ago. Oh, my
month
God,
after
Annie.
proposing to me.
Oh,
How
my
long were y'all
gosh.
together before y'all got engaged, Annie?
A year.
Oh.
Oh, my God. There's
And do you
so much
know
to
this
unpack right
girl?
now. Yeah, did you know her?
It's his ex-baby mama.
His ex-baby mama.
Ex-baby mama.
So
So
he
he went back
you
to the
already
well.
knew about her.
And he already has a child with her.
He already has 2 children with her.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, my
So he
God.
decided to have
so
3.
wait, tell me what happens next. This is just weeks ago. This is so fresh.
So-
She calls you, she tells you this, and then what do?
Yeah.
So I confronted him about it, and I'm like, so this girl calls me and tells me that she's pregnant with, like, a kid for you. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's a liar. I'm like, okay, well, like, here's her number. And she was like, oh, that's my ex-baby mama. Well, I don't know. I should be doing that. Maybe she's trying to break us up or something. I'm like, okay, well, I like brush it off. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to remember this, but I'm going to brush it off for now.
How do you brush something like that off?
But I get skeptical, and so I go out and I buy cameras and I put them in the house.
Okay.
And he doesn't know. Were they
You
like
hide them in
disguised
the house.
cameras?
You hide
hide
cameras
the
in the
Yeah.
house. Okay.
Okay, and then what happens, Annie?
And then this weekend, it was my friend's birthday. We go to Kima over in Webster, I think.
Yeah.
Or I guess Kima over
it's
in
Kima.
like a Voodoo. And I look at the camera on Friday night, and she's at the house. And
No.
I'm like screen recording the camera, and you can clearly see that she's pregnant.
Oh, my God.
You're great. You're blowing my mind right now because this just happened
Okay.
on Friday. So now what's happened?
When did you confront him?
I confronted him this morning before I left for work. And he was like,
So casual. How are you so casual right now?
This morning, so like 7:30.
I'm freaking out.
What time did this happen?
internally for you.
No, he's sitting here right now. Listen, we're
Yes,
listening.
he is.
He's
What's happening
listening
right now?
Wait, I want to hear.
Yeah.
Annie,
So
tell me.
what
This morning,
happened?
what'd you say? What time? You woke him up or what?
I woke him up at 3:30 because I have to be at work by 6:30, except I'm super late for work because it's raining and I didn't know, and I brought my dog with me.
Okay, so you wake him up at 3:30. He's like, "What's wrong, babe? What's wrong? Something wrong?"
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, I just have a lot on my mind, and I want to show you something that I have on my camera roll.
Okay, babe.
He
Okay.
was like, I have to wake up for a second. I was like, well, I can give you some tequila if you want some tequila to wake yourself up. And he's like, I don't drink tequila. I'm like, well, I do, so
Hey.
Okay. So you wake him up
He's
and
like,
you.
"Wow, 3:30. Want some tequila? All right. What do you want to show me?"
So
Do you show him?
I've had some.
And so I was like, you need to sit up for a second. And he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. And I pull out my old camera and I pull out the little flash drive and everything. I plug it into the computer. I'm like, so what's this? Oh, what's this in our bedroom?
Oh my gosh. What did he say?
He was like, oh, that's just my friend. I'm like, no,
It's my friend.
no.
Wait, he brought
It's not your
his
friend.
friend into your bedroom?
Yeah. Why would you bring a friend into your bedroom? You would never do that.
And what were they doing?
So is he denying it still?
He's denying it still.
Oh my
No.
God, this guy.
It's like that
You
Shaggy
got it.
song. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
You're caught on the floor,
Yeah.
and you're saying it wasn't me. Oh my God, Annie, what's the plan now?
Yeah.
You're on the phone with us. What's the plan now?
So, I mean, I'm
At least we got to the end.
We hadn't done better than that. We asked him, what is the plan? And she says, while he's out and about, we're
I'm
gonna-
going to take my dog and his dog because he doesn't take care of his dog.
That's even worse.
You're taking his dog.
Oh, take his dog too. And how many people in your life, Annie, know about this? Well, now everybody for this in the show, but
Family-wise.
yeah, in your family.
Everybody.
Everybody knows. You're not hiding it.
And
Okay.
here's the other
Everybody.
weird thing. He's speaking about the woman who's had 2 of his children, now pregnant with his 3rd.
Yeah,
He's speaking
weird.
about her
Weird.
like it's a friend. Like did you never meet her ever?
Yeah, does he not see
ever?
the kids?
Like, is he a deadbeat dad? How is this woman not a present force in your life?
He's
Because
a
she has 2
great
children. with her.
dad,
Oh, he's a great dad.
but she's not a good person. I don't like her, and nobody likes her. And
Well, he likes
his
her, apparently.
His family told him that if he ever got back with her, they would never talk to him again. I'm like,
Well, he's having a 3rd kid with her. So
Wow.
now you can
No.
drop him, and they can go do
Wow.
whatever they need to do, and have his family be so mad.
She's a bad person.
I can't
She
believe
knows
you let Annie get away.
that y'all are in a relationship, and she's actually doing it with him in
Right,
y'all's
and for
bedroom.
her to reach out to you as if it's like a bragging point.
Yeah.
She wants to
Yes,
let her
talk-
know.
Yeah.
She's taking her claim.
I'm still
All right,
the-
Annie, I'm
you know
glad
what?
you got out before you got married.
Yeah, keep the ring for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm
is
sorry,
so
it
crazy.
sucks though.
Man,
No.
this is definitely a to be
he
continued.
pulled
Annie.
the ring off my finger this morning.
He pulled the ring off your finger.
What?
No
He's
way.
denying
This
it,
guy.
yet he pulls the ring off your finger. Why?
We got to hook you up with
If
one
he's
of our
so
lawyer
innocent,
friends.
if he's so innocent,
he wants
and
it
he
back?
wants to just, act like I don't know what you're talking about.
Can't.
This guy sucks.
Oh my gosh.
This
Wow.
story makes me so mad.
You're
What is this
entitled to
guy's
that
first
ring.
name? What is this guy's first
I
name?
wanted that ring.
No, and you are entitled
It is
to
your
it.
ring.
That's your ring. He can't do that. He stole from you. Get it back.
He stole from her?
Yeah, he did. He can't pull the ring off her
They
finger.
made a contract. He has
That's a contract. He agreed
Did he give it to
marry
you?
her.
Did he propose to you on your birthday or at on Christmas Day?
He proposed to me on May 26th.
Okay, that's right. You said May.
That's
the
her
reason I
ring.
asked that is because we've learned on this show that if it's given to you as a gift, you have every right to keep it legally. Otherwise, he can try and fight you for it.
if you're cheating on him,
No, he cheated.
yeah,
you, so
I
he
wouldn't
broke
want that ring
contract.
anyways.
Right.
let's sell it.
I would if, to get the
man,
money.
Annie, this is crazy.
That's the freshest call we've ever had of catching a
It
cheater.
for
literally
sure.
just
Moments
happened.
ago.
Yeah, hours ago.
Just this morning at 3:30, you busted him. Okay, listen, this is a to be continued.
You
You've
gotta
got-
call us back.
Hang on the line. Can I get your number off the air and we can
I'm
find
gonna
out
take your
what
number.
happens like in a week or so or
I want to know about
couple
tomorrow.
days.
Because
Yeah.
you said
Yes.
he's going to come knocking
Yes.
on your door. Is he on the lease? Do you have a house or lease or? rent?
No, he owns his own land or whatever, and I liked it. But my parents have a good house, and I can crash there until I find a place.
So you're going to take all your stuff and get out of there with the dogs and leave him there.
Oh man. Oh,
Good.
man.
And he can bring in his
I
ex.
can't
what's
even
he gonna-
function, and I didn't
I
even
know.
go through
What's
this.
he going to be more mad
Like-
about? The fact that you were like accusing him
Done.
of cheating or you took the dog?
What's his first
You know what I
name?
mean?
I took the dog.
Hey, what's this guy's first name?
Cole.
Cole.
With a C or
Cole,
with a
you're an
K?
a-hole.
You're a dirtbag.
If it's with a K,
Oh,
that'd be weird.
Cole.
Or at KOHL, like Coles. Okay, Annie, hold on the line. This is really something.
What a dirtbag.
Find out what happens.
So
even
she called her
tomorrow or
cheater by the
next
girl
day.
calling her.
Yes, Facebook phone call.
She wanted
She's-
And
Andy.
then she put up cameras.
Hey, where'd you get the cameras at?
Oh yeah, let me hold on. Amat's talking to her off the air. We'll I don't know
Okay,
where.
more-
I'm
well,
sure
said
you
there was
can
one
get
in the
anything
bedroom
on
or
Amazon.
or in the
Oh,
house.
I was wondering if it was one of those spy shops because we have a listener that has a spy shop that wants to come up
Oh,
and
cool.
share stuff and tell us about things.
Show some
No,
of the
they're going
tricks.
to leave like cameras in here when they.
Listen, all I
Put
know.
your bag. Hey Sam, is this your bag?
Listen, for every person listening to that, your reaction was our reaction, and all I know is that if Irvin, who does digital, did a time lapse of this entire segment, all he would see is the movement of this room.
Like, wow.
Like all of us are like, what?
I can't get over this.
I can't either. 3:30 this morning, she woke him up to show him the video
Asked
of
if
that
he
baby
wanted
mama
tequila.
walking into the house.
We
And
don't
she
have
didn't
a-
imply that they
See,
got
it's-
physical.
it's-
It's just that she was in the house and she's pregnant. You can tell she's
To
pregnant.
me, it boggles the mind when you know something and you're sitting on it, like she knew she'd already been confronted.
Just proof.
And
Yeah, she found out
she still
Friday.
went to bed with him and decided to wake him up. But when you know, and then you're actually willing to hatch a plan
I guess
to
that's
catch
why.
them.
Yeah.
I know we have to break in a few minutes, but since Sam and
so
Roula, you
shocked.
missed
this last week.
last Tuesday, and a lot of listeners are back for school,
Yeah.
we can replay what this girl did.
This is so
How'd you catch a
epic.
cheater?
Yeah, she called listener line last Sunday or Monday or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
listen
let's
to
hear
this.
Hey, I just wanted to share with y'all how I busted my ex cheating. He worked nights and I worked days. One day I woke up and he was in the living room texting someone. When I went in the living room, he tried to hurry up and hide the phone. So that made me get his phone. I waited till he went to sleep. I got the phone. I knew the code because I had watched him do it one time. I went there and I noticed that the number that he was texting was someone that he had Big T. So I put a fake number on my phone and I put it on his phone, that fake number. I changed the person, the name Big T, I changed their number.
Okay, you realize what she's doing?
Yes.
What he's doing?
On the contacts under Big T, she changed the phone number without
To
him
her
realizing
number.
it.
To her
the
number.
fake
Because
number
how many
she
of us
created.
actually look at that phone
I don't
number?
even know the number.
Yeah,
We
you
just
just
know
know
the
you're texting the
contact.
I wouldn't
contact.
All right, let's continue.
To the
Okay.
number that was on my phone, so that when he texts, I would get it. The next day, I sent him a text message. I said, hey, don't call me until I tell you. Just text me. It's easy for me to talk that way. So every time he would text me. I would respond back. It was times he'd be like, can I see you? And I'd be like, no, not now. I'm busy. I got something going on or whatever. One day we was in the living room, and we were watching TV. He was sitting like on the sofa, and I was sitting on the recliner. And I started texting him. I turned my volume down so that if he responded, he could hear it. So I started texting him from my phone, from that fake number, what you doing? And he didn't respond. He looked at the phone. Of course, he heard put it up. And I texted again, oh, you not responding? And, of course, he looked at the phone again. He tried to hear put it up. And then in the meanwhile, he was going, babe, look at this on Facebook. Look at this. He was trying to show me different stuff on Facebook, trying to play it off. So I texted again, and I said, call me now. So finally, he jumped up. He said, I'll be right back. I said, where you going? He's trying to go by my friend's house real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go by my friend's house.
he jumps up.
In the middle of a movie? What do
He
you
jumps up because she's demanding, as this mistress, you got to call me right now. And he bolts out of the house.
As soon as he got outside in the truck, he tried to call the number. I ignored the call, sent the voicemail, and I texted him, and I said, no, don't call now. You couldn't call when I want to talk to you. I'm getting tired of this. He didn't call back. He came back in the house. But I kept that going for a while. He knew that I knew that he was doing something. I busted him, but I never told him how. So, long story short, he ended up getting killed by somebody.
What?
But his daughter told me that up until he died, he was searching for spyware on his phone, trying to he thought I had some type of spyware or something on his phone or whatever. But we were broke up then, but he was still searching. I just found that funny. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys.
So he went to his grave not knowing how she knew.
I think it gets me every time because I forgot.
Actually, she drops.
Oh, by the
well,
way,
anyway,
he's
he ended up
dead.
getting killed
And then
by somebody.
By
By
somebody.
Not that he died. Like if one of us, one of
Oh
our
my God.
lovers die, murdered, we'd know a little more info.
There's been a lot of movement. I'm dizzy today.
I know, really.
I am. This is like
Is that not
overstimulation.
crazy?
I'm dizzy today. I just
My
can't
thing
believe
is-
she just dropped the dead part at the end.
He's dead.
But whatever.
And he
Anyway,
never
he
knew
died.
how.
But the other girl, the T, when she called him, didn't they talk and he noticed it didn't say T on it?
She probably blocked her.
Because I mean,
Maybe
you'd have
she
to,
deleted her
if
own
she
number.
was texting him. How
because
did
if
he
they
not?
broke up and he always wondered, but
Yeah.
that's the one part I
Like,
didn't
did she
understand.
never text him back? Wouldn't a random number
Wouldn't
be
T's try
showing
and,
up?
the real T try and
Be
contact
texting him, and now it would come up as an
weird.
unknown number. Like,
Weird.
not unknown, but
It'd
like
be
a
unknown
number
or-
doesn't have a label.
Or she
Yeah.
blocked that number.
But then they could never
That's all
talk
she
to
has
each
to
other.
do. That's all she has to do is block that number,
But they're still flirting.
Oh my God.
but only via phone. And this poor guy,
He did.
he's dead.
He got killed by somebody. Insane. Wow, you guys brought it for a Monday, my
Wow.
friends. You guys brought it
I don't
for
need coffee.
Monday. Holy cow. Okay, let's move along. Go to the listen line, by the way, 713-278-VENT, if you would like to share with us how you caught your cheater. And oh my gosh, the brilliance of this. LOL, that's brilliant.
So take that. We're on the podcast. This will be up in like an
That
hour.
was wild.
Share
Yeah.
this with your friends because that was crazy.
That was crazy. Both of them are crazy. 3:30 this morning in that call.
You people are
All right,
crazy.
coming up next, Celebrity Scoop. The Golden Globes happened last night, and it was quite a night for just celebrities everywhere and relationships blowing up everywhere. What do I mean by that? Find out next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
Time for your daily scoop. Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
Oh, boy.
KRBE.
Last night was the Golden Globes, my friends, and it was on CBS. However, Eric and I were texting earlier in the day. He has AT&T and I have DirecTV. And sometimes they lose their contracts with certain networks. And right now, those two providers don't have a CBS contract. So you have to go to Paramount to watch CBS. You can't just turn on Channel 11.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
A lot of this stuff is happening now. Like even if you want to watch the Kansas City game Saturday night after the Texans win, they play like 3:30. That game's only on Peacock.
Really?
So if you don't have Peacock, think about it, you've been watching NFL all year.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden you got to go to Peacock.
If you need a stream, just DM me. So
Yes.
I'm given.
Sam's pulled it off for
I've
years.
been
Your Steelers made it in.
Figuring it out.
I'm not even.
I wonder how that's going to
They're
impact.
at least in the
I know they're in it, but I was like, this year was not my year.
So the reason I was saying I feel like it's a 1985 thing is back in 1985, I was too young to remember this, but I remember, I was too young to be like, I wasn't an adult in 1985. So I wasn't like locked in like an adult would be.
Right.
It was a kid perspective. But I remember that America was gripped by a woman named Barbara Walters, who you should know her name because she created The View and she was a huge journalist and she broke barriers for women in journalism. But she was the only person that had any kind of celebrity access before an award show. So for the Oscars, the big thing was the Barbara Walters interview. And then the Oscars would happen. It was a pre-taped interview with 3 celebrities that were nominated for Oscars. And that's all we saw. And then in the 90s, I think, came the cameras with the red carpets and like Joan Rivers and Who Are You Wearing and all that. And then we had all those years of like Juliana Rancic and Ryan Seacrest and all these people on the red carpet talking to the celebrities. And that's how you got some of the better moments of the award show before it even happened. But because I had to go to Paramount to watch it, and I went to E before, guys, to watch red carpet just to see who are the yahoos that they have now, they were showing the proposal. Sandra Bullock and Ryan
That's
Reynolds.
always on.
They weren't even doing red carpet last night on E.
No, they
on
weren't.
E,
It's probably
they
on
did
their
not do it.
website or something. And that's the problem too. Like you said, you go to Paramount to watch it. You can't I like to channel surf.
Yeah,
like,
you
I
can't
could-
channel surf.
I can go
It's
back
too
to the game.
hard.
Miami and
Yeah.
Buffalo
You
are
got to
playing.
open up that app.
Right.
And, that's
And I
what
wonder how that's
sucks.
going to impact their viewership. I was looking, you just said 1985. So back in 1985, they had 60 million people watch it.
Well, that's different, Ryan. We had like 4
in
channels.
19 last
Apples
year,
to oranges.
last year it was 6 million.
Yeah, it's just
So
a totally
now
different way to...
now that they're on like a Paramount,
a
they'll
stream.
probably have like 3 million watch it.
Well, I also thought it was very weird because, like back in the old days, there was just zero. It was just an award show, and that is all you saw. There was no pre, there was no post. Even on the Oscars, ABC starts at 6 p.m. with their own red carpet to combat E, after E was really strong. Yep. And, then they go into the award show. But because it was football before the Golden Globes, I was thinking, what happens if football runs late? Then the Globes will run
I
late.
think that happened last year.
They had a football game right before the
It was
Globes.
getting really close.
So there was like zero red carpet. The only red carpet I saw last night, and I thought this was a really good perspective. When the Golden Globes first opened, when they started the introduction, they had a drone go all the way from the street to show you how long the red carpet is, all the way. And y'all, it winded and winded and winded and winded.
Yeah.
And then it went all the way into the Beverly Hilton to the seats. And I was like, wow, that's actually a cool perspective to see.
I just saw
if
it on
you did-
TV.
Yeah,
That
if
was
you-
really neat.
It was very cool perspective.
I wish Golden Globes, I wish Oscars did with Golden Globes. They just nothing but the hits. They put,
Yeah.
best movie, but it wasn't about
The score.
like best costume
You
and
don't
all
need
this
to
stuff,
see-
or technical stuff. Save
All
that
that
for
stuff, yeah.
Well, they have technical Academy Awards and they have technical.
I know, but remember they tried to
Golden
get rid of it a
Globes
couple of years ago, and
is
then
different.
they
Oh,
brought
yeah.
it back because they complained.
I never got mad.
I'm like, it's about ratings. If anything, I'd put like the main stuff from like 8 to 9, and then you could do the other stuff
The
after.
Globes are also more casual because everyone's sitting around eating and drinking.
But the Globes, that also covers television, too.
Yeah, that's what makes
It's
it
not
fun
just
too, because
movies.
you've seen, at least if you haven't seen the movies, you've most likely seen the
Some of the
Like
TV
outside of
Lasso
Barbie
or-
and Oppenheimer, can you think of any major blockbuster film that wanted to make you go out to the theaters?
No.
I once saw Iron Claw.
Didn't see that.
That was
Or Mission
depressing as
Impossible
all hell.
4.
And I know it's about the Von Erichs in Dallas. And they did, you know who Ric Flair is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wrestler Ric Flair.
Everyone can do a Ric Flair like.
Is he the one that goes, woo? Yeah,
He's
from,
got his own documentary.
They brought
Yeah.
this guy in because there's a scene where Ric Flair fights one of the guys, wrestles, and this guy they hired was awful. It was so bad. I mean, he even went woohoo.
Oh, he wasn't a
Instead
good
of,
Ric Flair.
Woo! I'm like,
Oh, no.
and he's trying. I'm like, because everyone knows that you're trying to do an
His catchphrase.
impersonation, but
Yeah.
it was.
Even if you don't know Ric Flair, if you were an Astros fan when Josh Reddick was an
Yeah.
Astro for the
He should have.
2017
Josh
championship,
Reddick should have played Ric
that was
Flair
his
in this
thing.
movie.
Woo!
It was only for like 4 minutes in the movie. But it's like he's such an iconic person. I'm like,
Yeah.
it took me out of the movie for a second.
Well, last night's Golden Globes, the fun stuff was when they would cut to commercial and come back from commercial, because that's when everybody stands up and walks around and they mill around to each other because they're all celebrities. And just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you know all the celebrities. So this is your chance as a celebrity to go meet a celebrity you admire
They're
or one you
eating,
want to say
right?
hi to.
They're at a table
yeah,
eating,
they're eating
right?
and
They
drinking.
had sushi last night.
They did.
First time
Joe
ever.
Coy let everybody know that. Joe Coy was the host, and unfortunately for him, it's not a good morning because people don't think it was very
Good?
They gotta leave my buddy alone.
He was.
He's our friend.
And I'm trying. Like I said, I was trying to like really be on his team, but I could even feel the tension as a viewer. The tension of where you could be confident. Like, look, here on the Roula and Ryan show, all of us are different personalities in our own way. We have hosted things locally, no problem. The things that make the average person freak out, we can handle it because we talk for a living. But there are even events that we have done where we're like, oh man, I better be prepared for this, or I can't I gotta kind of bring it down from outer space. I can't be like,
Oh, no. Is this what's going to happen when Rula's up there opening for Michael Yo?
I'm supposed to open front. Michael Yo texted me 2 days
Did you
ago.
start writing
One
material?
month, you got it?
Yeah, you
I'm
better.
doing 5 minutes of stand up.
Suck the humor out of the room.
Before Michael Yo.
He'll be like, oh, crap. This crowd's dead. Now I got to bring him back up.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Thanks for the confidence, guys. That's really awesome.
That's
so fantastic.
Hey, anyone?
Would you like to do it yourselves then if you think I'm going to fail so terribly?
Oh,
I
you're
never
gonna
said
kill it.
I
I'm just
wanted
saying,
to do it.
You got to practice.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never talked about
That
me
is-
doing stand up.
You got
can't
1
wing
month.
it.
You got 1 month. You got to get.
Okay, but I'm just trying to make a point. Like Joe Coy is a stand-up comic. That's
They
off
just
the cuff,
attacked you, Rula.
free. Yeah, they
They
did.
did
Both of
attack
you
you.
guys. Thanks, Ryan, Eric. Thanks. I'm going to totally fail
Well, you just said
miserably.
you got 1 month and you haven't even started writing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Rula's not known so
It's
much for
5
her
minutes.
comedy chops. She is an incredible presenter,
Yeah.
mother, a national known personality.
Yeah, but when you go
It's
to a
just
comedy show, you want comedy.
I think Rula's funny.
I mean, the thing about doing 5 minutes of
Funny
stand-up
looking.
is looks on everything. 5
Kidding.
minutes of comedy. I was actually going to talk to Michael Yo about this because he just texted me 2 days ago. He goes, we got a month or something. Are you ready? And I was like, yeah, I'll catch up with you by the end of the week. Because when you are doing stand-up comedy, I don't know how to tackle this. The difference is Michael Yo is coming to House of Blues to do his own comedy show. He has an opener. And he told me when we were interviewing him on the show, like, hey, I'll give you 5 minutes. Well, is the 5 minutes supposed to be me? I got to just ask him, what does he want in the 5 minutes? I am not a stand-up comic. If I was a stand-up comic that had 5 minutes, I would do 5 minutes of my own material. But I am host of the Roula and Ryan show,
And we got, yeah.
who a lot of Houstonians know me. So why would I go out there and not introduce myself and be like, hey guys, thanks. Michael, you'll be out in a couple minutes. You know what's so crazy that happened to me today with my kid in the car? I feel like I need to introduce myself, and 5 minutes goes fast. And there won't be time for stand-up bits.
And there, they'll
I
make
just have to be funny and characteristic
All
and
you need is
jovial in my presentation.
like 3 or 4 good jokes.
Right.
You just
5
need a
minutes.
couple of jokes.
But
Yeah, 5
knowing
minutes is like
Rula,
nothing.
she'd get too verbose on the jokes, and we'd be like, wait, what's she talking about?
Is that right, Kevin?
Where was she going
Is
with
that
this?
right, Kevin?
Kevin's going after you.
Sam, it's you and me,
I'm
girl.
getting you out. I'm getting you out.
Hey, Sam attacked you too. She said funny looking.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually no. I did use that joke a lot.
I'm just
Looks
saying.
aren't everything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Everybody got
It's so
you.
funny. Oh, looks aren't everything.
All right.
You got 1 month. You'll do it.
It's brought to you
They'll
by
be fine.
Duncan. There's a new study out released by a company called All Star Homes. They list America's friendliest neighborhoods. The friendliest neighborhood in America, Kingwood, is second in the nation.
Kingwood, baby.
Kingwood
Never
County.
been there.
Kingwood Kenny.
Yeah.
Kingwood's back.
I feel like I've been to Kingwood once in my life, and I don't remember how to get there.
Oh, I have. Been out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I know where I'm going to go for
Like, where is
spring.
Kingwood?
I know where I'm going to go
North
for
on 59.
Katie. I know where I'm going to go for
North of
Beaumont.
59?
You're humble.
North on 59.
I'm just going to keep going north.
Like past
No,
above the
Woodlands or
airport.
before the
Airport.
Woodlands?
You'll see like 20,
No. The Woodlands
25
off
push and
45.
win signs, billboards.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
Aren't they leaving a pumpkin patch one still, I think?
I was laughing like, guys, how do you have so many billboards?
They have
do
a
have a
lot.
lot. They have a
I'm
lot.
waiting for you to be in it.
I told them.
They need to put you in it.
There's so many, you got to be on one.
Yeah, they got to put me in there.
Whatever
Just
you
let
do.
me be a victim. Like,
Yeah, like handcuffed or
With a broken
something.
leg or something.
Holding a bourbon bottle.
Yes.
With a
This
bruise.
bottle shattered when I was
DUI?
pouring it. It hurt my hand.
We'll get you.
With one
Push
of
and
them
win
pushing
got
you.
me.
Like, ugh. I've been pushed.
I need to make a visit
now
to
I'm gonna
Kingwood.
win.
Text me at 37530. Where should I go eat in Kingwood? And I'll come visit Kingwood. I haven't been to Kingwood since I was 18
Mumbles
years old.
house. Mumbles lives there
yeah,
now.
Mumbles out there. Mumbles said they don't
Oh,
have a lot
yeah.
of restaurants.
Isn't he on the whispering edge of Kingwood? Like he's between
Whispering edge.
the whispering
See, you're
edge.
funny, Roula.
I love you, MFers. All right, coming up next.
Sounds like your private part.
What now?
The Whispering Eye.
Oh, yeah,
The whispering eye.
Oh, man.
Owl.
The winking giraffe.
Role models.
Role model.
Isn't that a wine at Aldi?
The Winking Owl.
Yes. Yes.
Is it
That
any good?
is, yes, it's my favorite box
We
wine.
never tried Tuesday.
Not
delicious.
the whispering owl. Like
No.
All right, coming up next, what happened on Roula and Ryan's Roses update? You're going to hear from Will after he found out his pregnant wife, Maria, was more interested in going with her coworker boyfriend to a hotel than thinking about her husband. We'll get you the recap and the update next on the Roula and Ryan Show.